Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. And I will be honest with you, it has not been any time for you guys, but it has been like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks since I've played this because I recorded a bunch. It's okay, it's probably been a little over a week. No, almost 2. Yeah, because I went away for a couple days, so I had recorded a bunch of stuff beforehand, up to the last part, and I didn't get a chance to record the end of the trial, so we'll see how well I do. I don't remember anything that happened. I remember we accused Kyo of killing Tenko, but we're still trying to figure out the whole Angie thing, so this is where we are. Cool.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
Yes. Okay.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you.
That's not true, but
If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
yeah, because otherwise you get away with it.
I
But you also don't
understand
get
how
to be
you
free.
feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
I'm just confused, though, as to why Kyo decided to kill Tenko when he wouldn't be able to get away with unless he thought then they would blame whoever killed Angie. I'm just really confused about this.
Hey, why
Unless
you
he's
all
looked at
worked
it,
up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
Just curious how it's
That's
going down.
enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Maybe not.
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
I mean, you also know that they've always caught the killer, so why would you think that they wouldn't catch you? I'd be like, I'm not gonna kill him, but they're gonna catch me.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Nuts to that! Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Oh god, we're gonna go into one of those fucking, like...
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to
Oh,
look
shit.
at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
Culprits, one of you! Wowee! This argument is getting intense! At times like this,
Oh, great.
the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
It's gonna be one of those debate thingies.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Ugh. I hate
Why
these.
were you waiting for it?
Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. Oh, I hope I know which ones to do. Split opinion. Joy! These are so stressful. It's alright. If we fail and we die, we just come back in and start all over again, right? That's how it works. Let's see. Vote for Kyo. Vote now. No. Don't vote yet. Hold on.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Where's my button?
We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
How do I...
He
There we
forced
go.
his way into Angie's research lab and killed her!
Why am I not...
this? But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
Why can I not...
The katana was found in Kyo's lab. So Kyo did kill Tenko, but not Blackened?
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
I'm hitting the buttons, but it's not working.
To protect himself all along.
Okay, hold on a second. Select speaker is the right button. Fast forward debate is O, but I'm clicking that and it's not. That's the select speaker. Make a statement is the thing, and that's what I was doing, but it's not. I don't know. I'm not.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote?
I got this. Not yet.
Yes. Okay. So it just wasn't working the other two times. I was pushing the button. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm pushing the buttons. It's not okay.
Katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Okay, we're gonna have to do this again, but it's okay. Sorry, we're gonna have to do it again. When we aren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together. Okay, hold on. If we vote now, we'll never know the truth. We have to defend that point. Okay, now I got it.
Tenko and Angie.
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab.
I got this. But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab. The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Whoops, wrong way.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not Blackened?
Oops.
Kokichi! Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
Okay, so rule is the next one. Like, mystery is the last one.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
Because I saw mystery, so I got that.
I got this. Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Woo!
This is our answer.
Full counter.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder.
Oh.
And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
I just don't remember all the damn buttons.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Okay. Yes, the outline piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. What hasn't been... No. Bloody duct tape. No. Shit. We already did the... Oh.
This is it!
Am I, like, getting bad? Why is there only, like, 40 seconds? Why do I only have a minute? I have longer than that.
Rocky and I found it during the investigation.
Am I just doing so bad at this that, like, we're gonna end up failing because I'm gonna have, like, 10 seconds?
It was beneath the floorboard that the culprits stomped on.
Yeah, but...
Was that Tenko's plot?
Well, we already... See, I don't understand how this is gonna... help, because... I don't think it was Tenko's blood, it's somebody's blood. But if it was... Wouldn't it have been Kyo's blood, like from stomping on the board?
That
Maybe.
bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
But it was dried.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it.
Okay, so
But
that's
the blood
it. But
from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
so it wouldn't have been like when Kyo jumped on the board, he heard it, cut himself, and then, you know, whatever. It wasn't his blood.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
Because somebody obviously got injured there beforehand. The bloodstain under the floor pillar was dry because... Oh my god, seriously! I got 15 seconds.
The
So what are you
bloodstain
saying? Like, the
wasn't
next
from
time we do
Tenko's
stuff,
murder.
I'm gonna have like 10 seconds to get through everything? Oh my god, we're gonna fail this. I didn't know that the time never went, like... I guess I never realized that. Holy shit.
It was there before we started the seance.
I'm down to 15 seconds. I'm not going to be able to choose, like, anything.
Before the seance?
How the fuck am I going to get the time back? That should make it clear whose blood it was. The bloodstain before the safe has to be... Angie's?
That's it!
Why? I don't get that.
That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
I mean, she's the only other person that died, and it wasn't Kyo's because it would have, I mean, I guess it could have been this, but I mean, and it wasn't What's-His-Face's because he got hurt in the other room, so like...
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tinko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Unless Angie planned to kill Tinko?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities.
Unless Kyo killed her because he was planning to kill somebody with the seance. But see, that's just weird. Like, he obviously wanted to do the seance. And he obviously thought to kill someone. So, what, he was just waiting for someone to die for the perfect opportunity to be like, oh, hey, let's have a seance. And then murder someone? Like, he's been planning this? I mean,
we assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab.
But if she was out of her lab, you could have gone in and locked it.
But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start.
Sure you did.
So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Oh, okay, well that explains why you went to those rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Let's give a whole goddamn school.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now, too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
It would be Kyo, because he's the one that cut the wood under the boards, right? Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true, or... Oh, great. Effigies hung upside down, Necronomicon.
The art research lab
probably this.
Is not where Angie was killed.
Oh, forget I.
She was killed in the empty room instead.
Oh,
She
whoops,
left
no,
the
hold
lab
on.
her own?
Okay.
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
Oh, okay, crap. That's not what I wanted to do.
That's it! She wanted a candle! To keep herself awake at night.
Okay, I forgot which buttons.
She would drip hot wax on her body.
That sounds like something only you would do, Mia.
What did Kokichi see? There were only candles in there. Why would she have needed a candle? Probably to burn the Necronomicon.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
Okay.
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
That's it! She
wanted a candle!
I just needed to get it done. I don't care if I hit the V points. I fucking can't do it anymore. I'm so stressed out thinking I only got 11 seconds to answer all this other bullshit.
Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Because we already used the caged dog and...
her kinky wax play.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
Did she, like, accidentally, like... Well, no, she wouldn't have accidentally died. There would have been no reason to lock. To have the katana stabbed through the thing. But, like, what if she fell and smashed her head like, like Kokichi did? She accidentally died.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
But what if she didn't? What if she accidentally, like...
There was dried blood under floor.
Oh, no, because she had a knife wound in the back of her neck.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance.
We never would have found it otherwise.
If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
True.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
Magic.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that is fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab? Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab?
Because she wasn't dead.
It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
There wasn't that much blood in the room,
I
so
think
she only had a minor injury.
Alive after the attack in the empty room. She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. Oh, God. Oh, okay, hold on. There you go.
This is it!
I remember seeing that earlier, and I was like,
wound
okay.
was a cut to the back of her neck from the katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why.
She smashed her head on the floor.
After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I'm not going to be able to do that again, and we're going to get screwed.
So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
Maybe it was still Kyo, because he was prepping the room to be able to do the seance. But why would he have wanted to do a seance if there wasn't already a murder? You know what I mean? Like, maybe he was planning, like, oh, let's do a seance and I'm going to murder someone. But here's the thing. Why would you have been doing a seance if there hadn't been a murder? Unless you were thinking of doing the seance after Angie's ritual failed. You know, oh, we'll do a seance and blah, blah, blah. And then you just use Angie's death as the reason to do the seance. You know what I mean? So, like, Angie coming in to grab a candle and happening to come into one of the rooms that you were in that you were setting up, that would have looked weird. You know what I mean? Because she would have caught you there. So you killed her because she caught... I mean, that would make him the murder for both of them. That would explain.
All clear. This is all clear.
I think he still might be the killer.
What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear? What are you? All clear? What are you all? You what? What are... I will not fear. I will not back down.
Oh my God, what the hell was that?
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself. Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
This explains why he wears a fucking mask. What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
My god, he's got a split personality just like fucking what's-her-face.
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all.
It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog! Nothing is clear at all!
Okay, Joy.
Angie was attacked in the empty room first, and then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible!
Oh, I'm turning the wrong
That's
thing.
nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our mind with your delusions?
I was hitting the wrong button.
Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains.
Oh, shit. And why wasn't it smeared over? Because it's not there, is it? Oh, wait, so why is he not talking? You're just bending the facts to make me suspicious. What kind of a detective are you?
Oh, no!
I made a mistake. I think I need to think it over again. Oh, okay, hold on.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains.
Oh, crap, So... I hit the button, though, but I guess I'm not... Hold on. I know I hit it. I hit the button, but I didn't... I keep missing
you say
it,
the culprit carried Angie's body, and not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if you wiped them down, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
Cut through your words.
There we go. Okay. I guess I just wasn't clicking it hard enough to get the,
There was evidence left at the scene.
to get it to progress.
The bloody tape under Angie's body.
It's like I was pushing and then it wasn't. I was like, but I saw the yellow and I hit the button. But I guess that wasn't the one I was supposed to click. But it didn't matter because I just wasn't going far enough, I guess. I don't know.
What?
It was wrapped
No
around
idea
her
what's
head
going on.
to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Why had her hair in it?
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
And he's acting guilty, so he's totally acting like he fucking...
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
It must have been Atua who did that for us.
Oh, dear God.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know
Yeah.
most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
Yeah, so he obviously killed her too, because she probably would have
I'm
caught him.
convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
Because otherwise this would be silly, like... Yay, let's pick Suichi! No, I'm just kidding. I did it. Where is he? I'm pretty sure he did it, because... I mean, hello, he wouldn't...
It has to be you!
He's acting way too guilty for someone who says he didn't kill Angie.
It's
You know what I mean?
Kyo. You killed Angie.
What the fuck? So it's true!
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them. Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
I mean, he was setting up to do the thing, so Angie just coming in to get a candle, and he happened to be in there, and it would have just looked really suspicious, so...
Huh? Which one?
Yeah. The murder that was an accident. I know we're running out of time. I'm not going to be able to do this. Like, it keeps going lower and lower, like we're fucked.
Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
No, I think he set that up
That's
at some
right.
point.
Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick.
Yeah, I mean, that's... proof the fact that he cut all of the floorboards underneath. You know what I mean?
While he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
Which then set up the ritual pretty well.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then you should have just stopped there. When he killed Angie, there was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Mm-hmm.
Why, Kyo? Why you kill two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am?
He's lost his motherfucking mind.
Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio.
God, so fucking weird.
Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered.
This does explain why he wears a mask.
Their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right.
And why he has such goddamn beautiful eyes.
You're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
Yeah.
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
And why is he wearing lipstick?
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them. For you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie.
Yes, there is.
No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery.
You think you're at the end of the class trial and you're like, we got another 4 hours of this shit. But I only have 12 seconds left. We're fucked.
Deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Korekio. Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence. There's no evidence that he killed Angie.
You're wrong. There is evidence.
Yeah, the floorboard things, the cross pieces or whatever.
You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood.
He's crazy.
Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
He's serious. I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know what weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. Okay. Fuck. Okay.
I have nothing to admit.
Oh. Hold on.
You are simply wrong.
Oh, we're doing the O button.
Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. Shit. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong.
Shit, you're supposed to, yeah.
Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess.
Damn it, I always do it too early. I think you have to hit it before it gets to the thing.
Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Korekio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force
I don't get the hold
on
ones.
us?
I'm really bad at those.
Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correctio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? I told
Oh
you
fuck,
I
I'm
am
gonna
not
get really
the
bad at this
culprit.
because we gotta do the thing.
Why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correctio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correctio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize.
Jesus
Apologize.
fucking Christ!
Apologize.
I can't do this.
Apologize.
If we have to do this again, if I lose this.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correctio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize.
Oh my god, this is so fucking hard.
Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correctio speaks the truth.
Jesus. Oh my god, this is gonna be
You
so
have
fucking
no
hard.
proof that Correcio is the killer.
Remove floorboard. Oh god.
Ends here!
Whoa! Hi! What the fuck was that? Oh my god, that was so hard.
You hit
Move
Angie with
floorboard.
the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
Oh my god, guys, I can't.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
That one we at least had 4 minutes.
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Oh my god.
Angie's blood?
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board.
Oh my god.
But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard.
This game stresses me out in the trials. They keep getting harder.
There's also the bloodstain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Oh my god. I'm actually going to wrap this part up here because I don't know how much longer this is going to go. And we still have to do... Lord knows how much more discussion points, how many more freaking argument things, and then we still have the closing thing, so it's going to be like several more parts for the class trial. Anyway, but I'm going to wrap this part up here, and we will, because I feel like there's not going to be any good place to stop, so I will wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.